Hey guys, Long Haul Larry, and back on this house. Still working on the siding. I checked last night, and steel siding is still looking. That's going to be the first stuff to come. That is looking to be in about 2.5 weeks. So I got about 2.5 weeks to get all the siding off here and get everything sheeted before it comes. So I'm working on that, and today I'm going to be working on the front of this house. Pulled my tarp off, and there's a couple rotten boards up in that corner by that window. That window has to come out, and there's a couple rotten boards on the house there I gotta fix. I gotta take the stuff off around the entrance way here and see what I got it to do in there. Might have some rotten stuff in there, and then I'll be making my way around over to the other side. So that's the plan for today, is to keep on plugging away and working on this. The other guy that I have hired, he did not come. It has been raining for basically about 2 days. It has just been nonstop raining, so it's pretty much shut me down, and it has shut him down because he can't get up there and cap the roof and everything, because he's got to cut the vent holes and the shingles up there and everything else to put that in. I can't do that in the rain. So he said he's going to try to get here today, but I don't know if he's going to get here or not. I actually just went and I had to drive into town. Took me an hour just to go 7 miles. They got some stupid, I'm not gonna say it's stupid, but it's some kind of, it's a parade of nations or something. I don't know. This is way up here. We got a lot of Finnish people up here, some Indians, and then, you know, just whatever. I don't know, but they got some kind of parade of nations going on today and stuff, and it's really messed up down there. And when I came through, I saw the tail end, and there was like crowds of people all gathering together, I guess, to start their parade. And I saw all kinds of people like gay, you know, the rainbow flags, and then all kinds of Ukraine flags and all this stuff. And it's just like, whatever. I don't know, you know, he's got to do something in that. But I'm gonna get tearing this stuff off today and everything. But the whole reason why I'm saying that is because I sent the message to the other guy and told him about it. And he's like, oh, I forgot about that. That's a nightmare. And I said, I know. So I told him I'm not too worried about it. If it doesn't get done till tomorrow, it's not supposed to rain till tomorrow and next few days and stuff. So I told him just play it by ear, whatever. If he's got other things he wants to do and stuff, I'm perfectly fine with it. So that might not get done today. We'll see what happens. But I'm going to get working on the front of this and start tearing siding off and everything else to get working on this. And then start putting it all back together, see what I got, kind of a mess I got underneath this siding. Well, I definitely have found problems. This whole front entrance was built onto the house. Looks like it was built on later on or something. And they did not put a foundation underneath it. Looks like what they did is they just put some posts underneath the corners. And this front corner is completely rotten. There's nothing touching the ground. So what it was somebody put some siding on here. That T11, that blue siding that was on there. And when they put that on there, they probably saw all this. And so what they did is they put a piece of 3/4 inch treated plywood, and they put it along there down to the ground and then nailed it on there. And that's been basically what's holding this whole front end up. Well, now my brothers, they built this overhang on here and put these posts in. And actually my sister built this little front porch on here like a year and a half ago, 2 years ago, something like that. It was when I broke my back and she was up here and she helped. And her husband built this for me. And they put the posts 4 feet down and they concreted everything in. So that's all nice and secure. And then my brother built this overhang in those posts, and that's connected on this front. That's actually what's holding this up right now. Now that I taken this loose. So basically I'm going to have to, that bottom board I'm going to replace. That bottom sill board right there, that's going to be replaced. It's not rotting all the way through, but it's starting to rot. So I'm going to pull that off, put new boards on there and everything, put a new board across the front, jack this up, and lay concrete blocks all through here. And put it up to the new wood and everything, and block this and everything. Just the way it is. That's about the best I can get with this and get it all up. And all of this wood is all rotten on here and everything. So basically Then once I get that in the position, because you can see it, it's actually coming down. It's leaning down when it goes out. So this has been sloping down. So when I get it jacked up a little bit, get that taken care of, get the blocks all underneath there, then all this board, these are all rotten. This stuff it's all junk. And so I'll pull this all off, re-plank all this and everything. I've already pulled this. And the main beam that goes up through here is actually completely rotten. It's all junk. So that will have to be all replaced and everything that holds this whole thing up. And it looks like they've done something over there. That's all new planking over in that corner. But even some of that stuff is still rotten too. In that one corner, those two pieces are kind of rotten. Every time I dig into a corner or some wall or something, I find rotten stuff. But it's, you know, what you find. So I just got to be tearing into this. And this is going to take a couple days to get this all sorted out and get this all rebuilt. But it's got to be done. So, all right, guys, I've gotten this all torn apart. Gotten all the rotten stuff out of there. Well, not yet all of it, but gotten down to seeing what I'm going to need to do here. This is my plan. That bottom board right there, it's actually kind of solid over in this end, but over here it's rotten. So that's got to go. So I got to cut the nails on the ends. And there's probably some cross members and stuff, and I gotta get that board out of there. And then I will replace that board. And then this up here is completely rotten. This is all rotten. It actually broke all the pieces, but this is rotten. All of the top is junk up here. And the 2x4 next to it over here is also soft. If you hit it, you can hear it. Hear that? Hear the different sound? That's just, it's all soft and stuff. It's not falling apart, but it's soft, and so it's got to go. So my plan is, what I'm going to do is take this one out and this one. I have to run my saw blade down there to cut any nails that go into the inside. It's not really drywall, it's kind of sheet stuff. Cutting nails, I'm going to take a treated 4x4, cut a square down in there, set it back, the treated 4x4 back to this edge here. It'll end about an inch and a half away, and dig a hole down 4 feet down here, down in the corner of this, put a jack underneath this, raise this up to where it needs to be, and then get it down in there, and then put the post in there and set it all up, and it'll end right up at the top of the structure here. And then nail it in just like a 2x4, but it's going to be a 4x4 post that goes down 4 feet. And I'm going to put a block down in that corner. It's nailed very good onto the house and everything. That board is nice and solid. But I'm still going to put a block over in there, kind of build a little foundation next to there, just to give it a little bit extra strength. But then a 4x4 down in this corner is going to be real good. And then I'm going to do the same thing on the other corner too. And that way this porch is going to stay good. There we go. Got me a post, 16 foot long. Goes all the way up. It's just under 16 foot. That's not quite 8 foot. But goes all the way down. And I got a pad down there and some anchor bolts on it. Poured a couple bags of concrete around it. And just letting that sit for a little bit. And I'm going to bury the hole back up. And then start piecing it all back together. Alright guys, we got that all put in there. I got it lined with 2x4s and nail or screws all different ways and everything. So it all holds and everything. And that's going to be real nice and strong. I'm about ready to pull out this window. I got most of the nails out, but I'm not going to be pulling it out. And I got my line cut there on a 2x4 in a wall to cut all these wall boards. Basically, there's one wall board that's going to stay. All the rest of them are just going to go. I got to, get them close. I got to put them out to the window. See, there's a piece of wood behind that window. Somebody's spiced in there and stuff. Get this all right. So I'll deal with this tomorrow. I did have some helpers come today, and I was actually hoping he was going to be able to get to this and dig this hole, but time just got away from us, and they had to head home. But this side actually looks pretty good. All the wall boards were really rotten over in this side. They just pretty much all just fell apart. But it's the same thing over here. Somebody put a 3/4 inch treated plywood along there, and it's nailed in there, and I'm guessing that's what they have holding it. Now I have the other side holding really good, so this side I'm going to pull apart too. These 2x4s actually look pretty good. They're not too bad, but I'm going to take them out. I'm going to be taking out this one and this one, and taking them out just like the other side, cutting it down, and putting putting a 4-foot hole down in there, and putting a post in there just like I did on there. So that's going to make this porch very strong. It's never going to come apart, and it's going to hold and everything. I don't want to be sitting there putting blocks underneath things and hoping it's going to hold and things are not going to shift and stuff. And that way it's not going to heave. The porch is not going to heave up and down, because then you'll see that, because the posts for the porch are nice and sturdy. And so out here, so this isn't going to heave. And if it heaves, you're going to see this, there's going to be a bump that's going to happen in the roof. The trim is all going to get boogered up and everything. So want to make sure this is all going to be nice and solid. So that's what the plan is. So I'm going to have to do this tomorrow. I'm having to take off. I got to clean up my tools and everything, get out of here. Got me a load of rotten wood and garbage and stuff and siding and everything. I got to haul to the dump in the morning. But I have to head out a little bit earlier today. It's just real cloudy and stuff. May look later, but it's actually kind of early. But I got to head out. I got to go meet up with my physical therapy person. And she's giving me new physical therapy things that I'm working on for the next week. So I have to go meet with her. So I'm going to have to go do that. So tomorrow will be a new day. And I will probably start by tearing this wall apart, getting this window out, getting all the wood all cut in there, all the new planking and everything, get this wall all done, and I'll probably end up insulating stuff and everything else and doing that. I did put a block down in a corner down there, put a concrete block down in there, and shin that up with some green treated stuff and everything to help support that. But it is very good and anchored against the house, so I'm not really worried about that falling or nothing else. But I thought, why not, since I'm doing it, just put some blocking right there. But I think I'm going to let you guys go here, and I hope that everybody's having a great day, great night when you watch this here video. And if you're not, certainly try that all over again tomorrow. I'm in a lot of pain right now. That hole was a little too much. I didn't really feel too bad when I was doing it and everything else, and digging it out with the postal digger and stuff, but afterwards it was kind of like, okay, that was a little bit too much. So I've iced and stuff, and it's kind of slowed down and everything, and then I called for some help, and I was hoping to get the other side done, but didn't get done today. But then tomorrow's another day. So I'm gonna just clean up and go probably take some of my pain pills and ice and stuff and get ready for physical therapy for tonight. So I'll catch you guys later. See ya.